Today we're gonna learn all the words that you can use to call a woman, and we're gonna go in this exact order. First is gonna be slang, then we're gonna talk about regular words that we use every day, and lastly we're gonna finish off this video with talking about nicknames that we can call our loved ones to show our care for them. But first, let's start with the slang words, and I know the perfect person who will teach you slang today. Васян, иди сюда. Vasyan is gonna teach you all the slang that he knows, but don't use all the words that he is teaching you. Some of them are inappropriate, but it's good to know them in case you hear them on the street, you will know what they mean. Готов?
Да, готов. Здорово, ё-моё, я Васян. Сегодня, поговорим о бабах, как, назвать их нормально, так чтобы, все поняли, о чем вы говорите. Но у нас, в общем, есть первое главное слово, это баба. Вот баба, это прям четкое слово. Это вы можете назвать женщину бабой, ей в лицо, и никто не обидится. Нормальное слово баба. Ну и все, что, у нас даже есть фраза такая. Он пошел по бабам. Это значит, пошел гулять, с девушками встречаться. Вы поняли, что. Первое слово баба, второе тёлка. Тёлка слово уже поопаснее. Если тёлка услышит то, что вы ее называете тёлкой, можно огрести. Но тёлка, это, обычная, девушка, женщина. Ничего особенного, просто обычная, женщина. Тёлка. Потом, третье слово чика. Чика это такая, модная такая, вся из себя, баба. Чика это такая красивая это баба, с которой ты хочешь гонять вы поняли, такая мода вся из себя. Чика даже, не обидное слово никакое, обычное слово чика. Следующее слово уже грубое, шкура. Шкура, это девушка, которая, с которой, только все хотят переспать и все, с ней даже стрёмно общаться, просто пришла тебе на ночь, и все. Шкура есть шкура, чё. Но девушек шкурами не называйте в лицо, это обидно, можно огрести, очень опасно. И последнее слово, самое грубое, самое вообще грубое, это ТП. ТП сокращенно тупая пизда. Это матерное слово, поэтому если вы дети, от экранов, уйдите. Тупая пизда это, такая девушка, которая тебе постоянно проблемы создает, просто ужасная женщина. Тебе с ней только одни проблемы, ничего хорошего, ничего приятного, просто одни проблемы. Тупую пизду вообще обходить за километр, надо. В общем, вообще, лучше с ней не связываться, а то еще проблем с другими чуваками устроит вам. Лучше не надо, все, 5 слов сленговых, надеюсь, все уяснили. Только поосторожней с этими словами, а то можно огрести, Сейчас вам Федя нормальные слова расскажет.
Спасибо, Васян.
Давай.
And now onto the regular words, not slang words that we use every day, and it's going to be appropriate 100% of the time. But I have to take a second to invite all of you guys to join our Be Fluent camp with the first link in the description if you want to learn how to speak Russian better. If you're a learner, learning on your own, and sometimes you don't know what to learn next and how to get to fluency in Russian, I can guarantee you that you will enjoy the camp because we do have that structure for you. To support all of you independent learners who learn on your own, we support you with this program because you still have that freedom to learn at your own time, but it's going to be a guided process. And by the end of our 8-week course, you will learn how to speak Russian way better than you did before. Sign up with the first link in the description. Anyway, 3 major words that we use in Russian to say a woman. First is девочка. Девочка means a girl, little girl, from about 0 years old from birth up until around 16 years old is a девочка. After that, she becomes девушка. Девушка is a young lady from around 17 years old to 50 years old is девушка. And after that is женщина from 50 and onwards. 50 and up is женщина. Женщина means a woman. And this is, of course, when you're walking on the street, you don't know the age of a person that you see. This is just an approximation. If you see a lady and she's about 58 years old from the looks of her, you can call her женщина. She's not going to be upset with you. If she looks like she's 50 and up, you can straight away call her женщина. However, don't mix these up. Especially if you see a younger lady, Don't call her женщина. That may be offensive because you're kind of hinting toward her not looking that good. And if you call her женщина, you might hear this in return. Я не женщина. Я девушка. I'm not a woman. I'm a young lady. Я не женщина. Я девушка. So make sure that you use the appropriate word to call each of those age groups. Of course, like I said, it's an approximation. But девушка has a second meaning. Девушка can also mean a girlfriend. When you're in a relationship with a person, you can call her девушка. You can say, это моя девушка. This is my girlfriend. Let's say you come into the house and you want to introduce her and you say, это моя девушка. This is my girlfriend. But what are some other ways to refer to your loved ones? What are some other nicknames that we use in Russian? Let's talk about that next. And in Russian, we kind of have three major categories that we can use those words in. First is an animal name. For example, the most common one is zayka. And zayka means a little rabbit. Zayka. Now, we don't attribute actual animal attributes to our loved ones, but it's just simply a name that we call each other. Then is rybka, means little fish. Again, I don't know how that's cute, how that's showing love, but Russians do say it, rybka and zayka and all of that, to call their loved ones. And pretty much any animal name that you know can be used to call your loved one. For example, I've heard медвежонок, little bear. I've heard lisichka, little fox. So any name that you know can be used to call your loved one. Second category is just simply talking about the attributes of that person and what that person means to you. First one is любимая. Любимая means my loved one, my favorite, my best person. Любимая. So you can call your loved one on the phone, привет, любимая. Hello, my loved one. Then a similar one is дорогая. Дорогая means my dear. This one I would say is used in a more mature couple. When they've been together for a long time, дорогая is more official, is more sturdy, is more concrete. Дорогая, it's not as much of passion in it, I would say, or fire in it. It's just simply saying, my dear. I guess in English the same thing. We don't really say my dear between young people. You typically hear it with older people use that when they've been together for a long time. Another one is милая. And милая literally means cute. Or I would say my cutie. You can also say привет, милая. Hello, cutie. And then the third one is when you call your loved one something small. First is крошка. Крошка literally means a crumb. Like breadcrumb, okay? Крошка. But крошка, I would say, is used more with people you don't know. With a person that you're trying to flirt with, and maybe at a club you come in and say, привет, крошка. Hey, crumb. But it doesn't convey the literal meaning of a crumb. It just simply says, hello, baby, hi, baby. That's kind of the meaning of it, the underlining meaning of it. But also there's words like малыш. Now, малыш means a baby. Actually, it's the word for a baby, малыш. And I've heard this one used a lot by many, many people. And actually, my American wife, when she learned this word, малыш, started calling me малыш to say baby, okay? So малыш is just a baby. But the third one is a very funny one, and it is pupsik, okay? Pupsik is, again, what we call a little baby, a child, okay? Pupsik. Just like малыш, it just simply means a baby. But I find that name Pupsik is a bit more funny sounding. And lastly, there is this classic королева. And королева means a queen. Моя королева, my queen. Or принцесса. Of course, that one means a princess. Принцесса. I'm sure if you call your girlfriend or your wife one of the names that we have just learned, they'll love it. Just come up to them and say, Привет, принцесса. Hi, princess. And then carry on with the conversation in Russian. And if you want to know how to do that better, how to have a conversation in Russian better, join our BeFluent Camp with this button right here. You will learn all the things that you need for a basic conversation in Russian. I can guarantee you that, and you will learn a whole lot, and you will speak Russian better by the end of it. Join us now.